Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then my name's Andrea. I'm a mum of 4, I have a hubby as well, and we live up in Lancashire. So today I've got for you my shopping haul. I'm following the Slimming World plan, but the rest of the family isn't. So if you are here for Slimming World content, then obviously just make sure you double check any sins. I've tried to say the ones that I do remember, and I've used the apps in places, but obviously you're just trying to get the shopping haul done as quick as possible, and it can be so time consuming standing there scanning absolutely everything. So if I've not said the sin value on something and something takes your fancy, then just double check it for your own safety when it comes to your weight loss. But like I say, I've included them where I can remember. So yeah, this is to feed a family of 6. We have obviously 4 children, like I've already said. They're all, I mean, Kobe used to eat just baby food, but now he has branched on to eating with the family. He's 15 months old now and he's an absolute gannet, so he loves his food. So yeah, it's to feed all of us. We do have a dog and a cat as well, but I go to Pets at Home and get their stuff from there. And my shopping haul always includes not just food contents, but anything that we might need for the family home, you know, like loo roll, toothpaste, you know, bathroom stuff, anything like that, cleaning products, whatever we might need. So I don't have a separate budget for that. I just throw it all in with a weekly shop as well. So yeah, this is my shop. Keep a watch and I will share my menu plan at the very end. So if you're interested on what we've bought for a family of 6 this week, then keep watching. So I'm just going to start at this end. If I don't know the sin values to something, then what I'll do is I'll pop them on the screen just so that I can get it through a little bit quicker. So here I've got some milk. Apologies for the light, but it's a really awkward when the sun's at a certain level. It's ridiculous in here. So I've got 2 things of milk. One a 4-pinter semi-skimmed. You can have 250 mils of that for your healthy extra A. And then I've got a 6-pinter of whole milk. This one is for Kobe and Alana, and then this is the one that the family have, hence why there's a little bit more, because they do absolutely love milk. And you can just have 200 mils of this as your healthy extra A. I've got some loo roll, some of this Nicky one, cheap and cheerful, because again, loo roll is ridiculously expensive. Some big golden baking potatoes, golden fluffy baking potatoes. These are free. I just use them. I know they're baking potatoes, but I use them for absolutely everything. Chips, mash, roasties, whatever. They're just an all-round potato for me. And they're actually really nice and they look really good. So they're free. I've got a big pack of bananas. These are free also. They're a little bit too yellow for our liking. Not yellow, sorry, green for our liking. So we do like them to be a little bit more yellow. I just find the greener that they are, the more waxy they are. So definitely a couple more days before we can break into them. But luckily we've got some in the fruit bowl still. I've got a cabbage because I'm not going to be a lazy moose this week and I'm actually going to make my own coleslaw. So I've got a white cabbage there, just a little dinky one for 37p. It's absolutely tiny, you can see, because otherwise if I get a bigger one, then I just don't end up using it and it gets whizzed, which is completely pointless. Some red onions this week because I've still got some of the brown onions left. So a pack of those. They're speed, that's speed. Some Just Essential Gala apples. They're absolutely fine. They're speed. I've got some kiwis, which are free, and some green grapes, which are free. And these, as you can see, was on the 2 for £2, so that's good. And last week when we got grapes, they were absolutely delicious, so I'm really hoping these are just as good. I've got some spring onions, which are speed. Some conference pears. These are ridiculously cute. They're just so little. And you've got quite a lot. And they were only 70p. I want to say 70p for the pack, which is really, really good. But the perfect size for the littlies, because the bigger pears, they just don't go through. But these littler ones, they can easily manage. So, yeah, perfect. And their speed. 2 packs of plums. These were reduced, as we can see here. Normally, they're meant to be £1.39, but they've been reduced to £1. Now, they're actually perfect to eat now. They're just lovely and soft. They're not like too hard or anything. So hopefully they'll be nice and sweet. So I got 2 of those and they're speed. And then I've got 2 cucumbers as well. They're speed because you know me, I love my salad. Over to the back here, I've got 2 tins of cannellini beans. These are free in protein. They're to go into a recipe this week. I've got some butter beans. They're free in protein. Again, another recipe, different recipe to these. So yeah, and then I've got a tin of black beans, which are free in protein again, and again, a different recipe. So yeah, you can see a theme. We've got a lot of beans on the menu. This is actually to make a black bean salsa, this one. So I'm really looking forward to that because I've never made it before. In fact, the recipes to go with all 3 of these I've never made before. They're out of the Slimming World recipe book, but obviously when you see what I eat in a week, you'll see those there. And now here I've got a massive wall of just essentials. So I've got 2, 4, 5, 6 tins of tomatoes. They're speed because again, they're the basis to so many different recipes that I do. If I sometimes I'll get passata, sometimes I'll just blend these. It really depends on what mood I'm in. But they are considerably cheaper than buying passata. I think the passata is like 50p a carton, whereas these are around about 35p. But yeah, they're all to go in recipes, so that's good. And I'm thinking about making a tomato soup as well. And then here I've got 6 tins of baked beans. They're just free on Slimming World. They're not protein anymore. These ones are, but just the baked beans aren't. And again, they're great for like baked beans with jacket potatoes or beans on toast for the kids, or whenever we have like mincy meals, chilies, etc., even lasagnas and stuff, I just bulk the mince out, whether it's corn or whether it's beef mince with baked beans, just to make it go so much further. Because obviously, again, everything's so expensive that it's just that little bit extra to make it stretch across for a family of 6. So that's a little tip there if you don't do it already. And you can't taste it. It just adds to the flavour and it makes things nice, obviously, providing you actually like beans, that is. Then I've got 4 tins of rice pudding, just essentials one. Kieran tried it the other day at my mum's and he absolutely loved it. So for 25p a tin, it's a no-brainer. So I've bought him 4 of those. He's well over 6 foot now, Kieran is. He plays rugby. He's only 14, nearly 15, but he's a strapping lad and he's just constantly hungry. He's like a rake, but he's constantly hungry. So yeah, perfect for him. Then I did splash out, and as you can see there, I've got some of these cherry tomatoes, tin cherry tomatoes. Again, they're to go in a recipe. I want to say that they're to go in the black bean salsa. I want to say that. I might not be right, but obviously you'll just have to catch my meals of the week and you'll see what I did end up using them. So I think these were like 80p for the tin, but they did specifically ask for tinned cherry tomatoes. So I thought, it's a recipe, I'm going to go for it. And I absolutely love tomatoes. So any excuse to buy them, I jumped at the chance, basically. I didn't even question it. So yeah, those will be speed. And then I've got some tuna chunks in spring water or brine. They're absolutely free in protein. Obviously, if you get them in any oils, mayos, you're going to have to sin them accordingly. And that's a 4-pack. Again, perfect for butties, wraps, to throw on top of a jacket spud. Brilliant, really quick lunch, or to throw in pasta for a tuna bake. I've also got 2 tins of sweet corn. Now, normally I buy the frozen pack, but again, this the recipe that I'm doing specifically asks for tin sweet corn, and I do know it just tastes slightly different and has a little bit of a different texture. I'm happy with frozen, I'm happy with tinned, so I bought them just to stick with the recipe. So 2 tins of those, they're just free. I've gone through the fruity bits, and then we've got another big bag of cooking peppers. These are speed. We don't mind green, we don't mind red, we don't mind yellow, we don't mind orange. So absolutely perfect for us, and a lot cheaper than buying the individual or the pack of 3s because they're just so much more expensive. So they'll all get used. I've also got 3 packs of cherry tomatoes. They're all speed and they're absolutely lovely. You know, whether you buy these ones, buy Asda's own or buy the extra special. When it comes to cherry tomatoes, I don't notice the difference. They're all nice. But as you know, I love tomatoes, so it's all good. Yep, all speed. These are some yogurt pots for the littlies, just the 18 pack. I used to always get the Petit Falou, but they're like £3.25 for the same amount now, which I just refuse to pay. The Asda's Just Essential ones, they're not a massive fan of. So I've met in the middle and got these ones for 18 pots. It's £2 for these, which, yeah, they're not as cheap as they could be, but like I say, the littlies aren't a fan of the other ones, so they like these, so we're sticking with them ones. Not sure of what there would be sin value if you decided to have one, probably like 1 cent a pot or something. I've got some of these red peppers in brine and vinegar. Again, as long as you're getting them in this kind of jar, not with any oil or, again, mayos, etc., then there should be speed. And these are to go in a recipe. Again, I'm not sure if they're to go in this salsa thing. I don't know, but they are to go in a recipe, so that's why I've got those. Normally I don't buy them, but again, I love them, so I'm happy to buy them because they're for a recipe, so we've gone for them. So yeah, speed for them. Some Fry Light. This is on offer at Asda for £1.75. We love the butter one, we love the garlic one and the chilli one, but the other two are more expensive. I think they're over £2, but this was just £1.75. And again, as long as you aren't drinking the whole bottle, then it is free, because it's just 1 calorie a spray. I've got some sweet romaine lettuce hearts. They didn't have any iceberg lettuce whatsoever. I mean, I dropped the kids off at school and then went straight to Asda to do the shop because the hubby stayed at home with the littlies. He's on lates this week. And it was just absolutely dead there. And I don't think they'd finished getting everything out. So I like romaine lettuce, so I've picked up those. I've only picked up one. Normally I'd get a couple of lettuces, but because they didn't have any of the iceberg, I've just got one of these, and then I'll get the lettuce later on. I've got some smoked back bacon. This is for the hubby. I don't eat it. As you can see though, it is really good. There's like hardly any fat. So if you do like bacon and you're on the plan, this should be free, I believe. Obviously, as long as there's no sugars or anything like that in it. As long as you just trim all that fat off. But just run it through scanner and just double check. But yeah, bacon, because my hubby loves a bacon butty. We've got some seafood sticks. These are free. I normally either snack on them or I'll throw them in a salad. They're just really good. They're only free though. Some couscous, because I was getting into the habit of buying the ready-made couscous that you just add water to but is already flavoured. But they can carry so many sins. Like I bought a couple of packs last week from Asda and they were like 3.5 sins each. And when I tried it, didn't actually have that much flavour to it. So I thought, you know what, stop being lazy, just buy some normal plain couscous, which is free, and then just flavour it yourself, because I ended up having to add loads of flavour to the other ones that carried sins anyway. And then this way, I'm cutting out the sins, aren't I? And yeah, I'm sure it'll be healthier as well. So couscous, and then I've also got some bulgur wheat, just as a variety to couscous, because again, with a lot of the recipes, they need like accompaniments with them, like rice, couscous, and I thought instead of having this, you know, like these several times in the week, I'll throw bulgur wheat in with one of the meals instead, just as a variation, and I absolutely love it. Basmati rice, I've gone for the white rice. I did and ah about getting brown rice, but I don't know how the rest of the family will take to that, so I've not tried it this week. I'll try it another time, but I like brown rice, but the rest of the family can be fussy buggers. So I've just stuck with the white rice, which is free. I've got a big chunk of mature white cheddar, the Just Essentials. Absolutely fine, lovely, I really enjoy it. 30 grams of this is a healthy extra A. Some vegetable stock cubes, again, for all the million recipes that I've got going on, I needed some stock cubes. These are free. I've got some 40% less fat salad cheese. This is to go into a recipe. Not sure on the sins / healthy extra value, but I will pop it on the screen. I was going to pick up feta and I was going to get like reduced fat feta cheese, but they just didn't have any. This is the closest stuff. I think it is still like feta salad cheese. Tastes exactly the same to me anyway. So I got this, and like I said, I'll pop it on the screen, whatever it is. Some 10 light cheesy singles. Now, back in the day, I remember these cost about 50p a pack. They're like £1.30 a pack now, which is absolutely ridiculous. But when it comes to burger night for kids, they prefer this to those. When it comes to burgers, they like cheese, but in the burgers, they like plastic cheese. And I've got to admit, so do I. So I picked up these. These are 3 for your healthy extra A, or I want to say you can sin them at like 1.5 to 2 sins each. Again, I'll pop it on the screen if I'm wrong, but definitely 3 for your healthy extra A. And then I've got some honey roast turkey. I was going to go for the chicken, but it was just all plain, and this looked really nice. And yeah, picked up these, and I think that is free. Again, I don't eat it. This is for rest at family for butties and wraps and stuff for lunch. But yeah, I think it's free. Honey roast turkey. Now, I've got some steak slices, these limited edition garlic chicken slices, and then some chicken tikka ones. These ones are for Kieran, these ones are for hubby. Them ones have obviously give up on life. And these ones, limited edition, I've just got them for whoever might want them. Obviously, I'm not going to have them, but they just sounded really, really nice. So chicken and a creamy garlic sauce. I thought they might be a little bit like a chicken Kiev, but obviously pasty version. So I thought I'll pick them up with them being limited edition and then give the hubby and son to try. Come on, pick it up, man. Yeah, might stay. So yeah, don't know the sin values on those. I'm not going to look them up because, like I say, they're never going to pass my lips. They're just going to stay in other people's bellies, not mine. I've got some crumpets, a big pack of 9 crumpets for the littlies, mainly for breakfast. I'm hit and miss with breakfast. The hubby's same. Big 2, again, they're hit and miss, but the littlies love the breakfast, so something different for them. I'll open the pack, give them some, and then the rest will go in the freezer for other days because they're not going to last long with 13th of Feb. Same with the Scotch pancakes. They've only got a short date on. I'll give them some and then throw the rest in the freezer. Some Skinny Crunch bars, peanut butter ones. These are absolutely delicious. So good. I think they're around about £1 a pack. You can get them in Asda, which is great. 2 of these are for your healthy extra B, or you can sin them at 3 sins each. And they are really high in fibre, so it doesn't actually tell you there, but I have compared them if anybody out there buys hi-fi bars. So 4.9 grams of fibre per bar in these, whereas the hi-fi bars, which are meant to be mainly fibre bars, they're actually, I think it's about half the amount. So you get double the amount of fibre in one of these for half the price. So I've started buying these instead of the hi-fi bars, just because it's a no-brainer. They're just so much more higher in fibre, and we all need to make sure that we have plenty of fibre. I think it's like 30 grams of fibre that you're meant to have a day. So having 2 of these definitely gets you on your way. So I bought 2 packs of those. Then carrying on with the biscuit theme, I've got some rich tea, oaty crumbles, digestives, and malted milk. I did mean to get the chocolate malted milk, but they just didn't have any at all. And again, something that I've noticed that is ridiculous, and I'm just going to have a moan to you guys because why not? But these ones were like 50p a pack. The malted milk with chocolate on was £1.15. So 65p difference for just a bit of chocolate, which I just could not actually believe. So thank goodness they didn't have any with chocolate on, because that was just ridiculous amount of difference between normal and chocolate ones. Whereas you can say like, oh yeah, but it's because it's got chocolate on. But digestives, they'd have the same amount of chocolate as a digestive does. Whereas the normal digestives were like 50p a pack. And then these chocolate ones were 65p a pack. So yeah, 15p, fair enough, but not 65p. So anyway, that's my rant over. But yeah, some malted milks. Again, don't know the sin values because I won't be eating them. I've got my Skinny Crunch bars. Not a massive biscuit lover, so these will just do me fine. Custard creams and bourbons, and these all go in the biscuit tin, and they'll probably be gone after a couple of days with my lot, definitely. I've got some 50% reduced sugar and salt ketchup. This is half a tin, a tablespoon, just 10 calories a tablespoon. Some wraps, they're in the back for lunches, dinners, whatever. I've got some Weight Watchers white wraps in the freezer because I'm the only one that eats them, and the rest of the family have these because they're bigger. And yeah, we're organics in this family. Some Heinz light mayonnaise, 2 tins a tablespoon of this. It's 40 calories. Again, still cannot get hold of lighter than light mayo for love nor money. They've even taken the signs away now, so I can't find it in Tesco, Aldi or Asda, and they're the 3 places that I shop. So if anybody else knows why on earth it's disappeared, please let me know. Not that I'm missing it, I'm only missing the fact that it's less sins because it's half a tin a tablespoon, whereas this is 2. However, this is ridiculously more tasty, whereas I've got to admit, the lighter than light mayo, it tastes like wallpaper paste. And you probably do need like 4 tablespoons for flavour-wise in comparison to just one of these, but hey-ho. I just want to know why they've disappeared. So if anyone can shed light on that, I will really appreciate it. I've got 4 packs of curry noodles and 4 packs of chicken noodles. Again, just quick snacks. Throw it on toast. The kids even like them in wraps and stuff. They're weird like that. Put it on the side of meals, and yeah, just a quick either accompaniment to a meal or a quick meal itself. Throw some veggies in. You've got like a quick noodle dish as well. I won't be eating them, but like I said, they're perfect for the kids. We've got some Clover full fat butter. I only bought this because it was on offer. Otherwise it'd be utterly butterly, because the next size up from this was like £4 and this was like £1.75. So I got some Clover. Some crushed garlic cubes. This was £1 for the full pack, and it's absolutely brilliant. They're completely free on Slimming World because, as you can see there, it's not got any added preservatives, oil, sugars, salt, nothing. It is just 100% garlic. And yeah, they're a decent size. They are a decent size cube. So all the peeling, the crushing has been taken out of it for you. And £1 a pack, there's no chance you'd get that amount of garlic for £1 fresh wise. So I always pick these up and throw them in the freezer. Got a pack of free range medium eggs, because again, recipes, etc., and they're really good for like breakfasts, lunches, make an egg butty, egg mayo, whatever you want. So I've got some of that. Some fusilli pasta that is free. Sorry, these are free in protein. This is free. Just picked up the kilogram bag rather than getting the smaller ones because it just worked out cheaper. Got some tomato puree. I needed that for some recipes. Some pitted black olives. Again, need this for a recipe. And 8 of these is just 1 tin, so not too bad. And I absolutely love olives. I could eat that whole jar and I'd be very happy. But yeah, 8 for a tin. I've got some soft white medium sliced bread. This is for the family. My wholemeal bread is in the freezer, and I specifically go to Tesco for their wholemeal bread that is the healthy extra B. I've completely forgotten the name of it. Why have I forgotten the name of it? But yeah, the rest of the family would rather have white, so I just break it down into 2 slices, put it in freezer bags, and then throw it in the freezer, and then I know I've got plenty of bread. So that's for the rest of the family. Some summer fruits. These were on offer 2 for £2. The double strength ones, sugar free, so free on Slimming World. I've got summer fruits, an orange and pineapple, and then behind here I've got some regular Pepsi for the hubby, and then me and the kids drink the Pepsi Max Cherry, which is free. I've got a big bag of variety crisps. Again, don't know the sins on that because I've still got plenty of my crisps that are like 4 in a pack in the cupboard. So I've got these for the rest of the family. As you can see, they've already been into them. And then here I've just picked up a couple of freezer bits. Some macaroni cheeses, because again, they make a really quick meal, and for 90p, you can't go wrong at all. So I've got those, or again, they can go with other meals for the rest of the family, not for me. Hubby loves macaroni cheese. And then I've got some cheese and tomato ones. So we've tried those before. Everybody loves them. We've not tried these yet, so hopefully they're just as good. They're the same price, but just for, again, a different variation. So I got 2 of those. I got some crispy battered chicken. really, really good. They're nice and thin pieces of chicken and proper chicken breasts as well. So if you're a fan of a chicken burger, I think they're only like £2 or £2.15 a pack. So not too bad. Picked up those. And then here I've got a bag of French fries, which million sins. And then some Quorn fillets, which I want to say are free on Slimming World, and definitely protein, but I want to say that they're free. If they're anything different, then obviously I'll let you know. So that is it. All in all, they should have cost £108, which, oh, apologise, you can hear Alana. She's obviously kicked off about something, but my hubby's with her, so don't worry, she's safe. But yeah, all this, I say all this because I don't think there's a lot at all, should have cost £108, but I had a £20 voucher from the Asda rewards, which I used, so it actually came to 86. Even at 86, I don't think it's a lot for your money. So for 108, it would have just been even more ridiculous. I don't think it's worth it, but it's just the way that the world is at the moment. Hopefully everybody gives their head a wobble and normality resumes soon, because I don't know how long we can keep going like this, but hey ho. So yeah, this is my shopping bit, and I will show you my menu plan next. So this is the menu plan for this week. I've just scribbled it down and I thought I'll show you it on here because I've not put it on the menu planner on the fridge this week. So I have included breakfast, lunches and dinners. This is how I normally write it out, and then what I'll do is I'll take my shopping list from this, and then once I've done my shopping list of everything that I might need, then I go into the kitchen and I scribble off the stuff that we already have. So rather than going in the kitchen and doing it the other way around, that's the way that I do it. And then whatever's left on my shopping list, then that's obviously what I'll pick up from whichever shop I go to. So I always make sure that I include breakfast, lunches and dinners, just so that I definitely know that we've got stuff in, because obviously there's plenty of us, so I need to make sure that we're all fed. Normally I do include snacks on the bottom, but they're just very generic, you know, crisps, biscuits, stuff like that, fruit, yogurts. So they're always the same. And the same with like breakfast and lunches. They're very, very samey in this house. That's why I've not been really vlogging my breakfasts and lunches, because they're just so samey. But I think I might do a vlog soon in the future of doing like a different lunch every day and filming those, just to give me a bit of inspiration and change things up, and then help anybody else out there that has got stuck in a rut like I have, because I'm bored of having the same stuff for lunches. But yeah, this is what we're having this week. And then like I say, from this I'll put it on my menu plan that's stuck to the fridge so everybody can see what we're having for the week. So breakfast, again, just toast, fruit and yogurt, cereal, really quick, easy. Can't be bothered faffing around in a morning. Occasionally we might have a full English on a weekend, but usually that is only for a weekend when everybody's around and that the hubby's not at work, etc. So otherwise we stick it quite basic, because apart from the littlies will guarantee to have breakfast every morning, but even the big two, they don't always have breakfast. So I get stuff in that's not going to go off, that don't need to be used immediately. It's stuff that can just sit there, and then if it's used, happy days, and if it's not going to go to waste. Lunches, again, very generic: tuna cheese melt and salad, couscous salad. I'm going to make a big pan of the Slimming World tomato soup, and then always a favourite, a tuna pasta salad. Again, quick, easy, stuff that everybody can eat. The hubby, I always get bacon in and stuff like that for the hubby, so, you know, he can have bacon butties. A lot of the times he's at work, so he'll get lunch at work, and then this is the sort of stuff that the kids will eat with me, so it's not an issue. And then again, I always buy stuff like noodles in case they fancy something like that instead, and we'll have like hot dogs in. So this is just something that we'll be having this week, and then the other stuff are already in the cupboards, so that's fine. And then dinners this week, you can see there that I've got quite a lot of page numbers, because I've been using the Fast Feasts book that I got from my latest countdown from Slimming World. So for dinner this week, we're going to be having Mayflower curry with rice and salad. Again, if you've been here for a while, you'll know that I throw salad with absolutely everything. And then I'm going to be trying a recipe, sweet corn fritters with black bean salsa. We're going to have it with vegetable couscous and salad again, more speed in there. And then you can see there, because it's a recipe, I've put the page number next to it so I don't have to search through the book when it comes to making it. And then a new one, corn cassolette with pepper and onion fried rice, and again, salad, always. So yeah, looking forward to trying that. It looks really nice in the book. And then Greek style baked chicken. Now I have put chicken, but I'm probably going to use for myself and maybe Alyssa the quorn fillets instead, because I don't know, I go through swings and roundabouts with chicken. Sometimes, yeah, I'm happy to eat it, and then sometimes I just go off of it a little bit, and I'm just feeling that way out this week. So I'm probably going to use the quorn fillets that are free in protein on Slimming World. So we're going to have those. I'm going to serve it with some bulgur wheat, obviously flavour it up, plenty of stock cubes, and then have like a coleslaw salad, because I think it'll go really nice, that mayonnaise flavour cutting through the acidic tomatoes, because it's quite tomato heavy, the Greek style chicken is. So I'm going to have that one day. I've got turkey leek and ham grill pie. So for me, I'll just take mine out before I add the ham, because I'm not a fan of ham. And again, I might swap out my turkey for, well, I'm saying turkey, that's the recipe, but I'm probably going to end up using chicken for the rest of the family, because I've got loads in the freezer. But yeah, I might just swap mine out for quorn pieces, so I'm not sure yet. But obviously, if you watch what I eat in a week, then you'll see which one I did end up doing. So again, that's another recipe. I'm going to serve it with broccoli, carrots and cauliflower cheese, so plenty of speed there. And then I've had to keep a couple of usuals on, because, you know, the family absolutely love them. You will see them pop on the menu a lot, because again, it's firm favourites and people always ask for them in this house. So pizza and chips and coleslaw salad, especially because they're going to be homemade ones. They're going to be done with wraps, because Alyssa has a sleepover this weekend and she's requested those, so it'll make it really, really easy. And burger and chips and salad, because again, my husband, burgers, if he could only eat one meal for the rest of his life, it would be burgers for the rest of his life. So yeah, I've always got to include that every week on the menu, because otherwise he feels like he's being tortured if he don't get it, basically. But yeah, but with the pizzas, I can have those as well. I'm not going to feel like I'm missing out, because it's just so easy to do when you've got 4 girls stopping over for a sleepover, nearly teenagers. You can just make them up and whiz them out really, really quick. So yeah, this is what we're going to be having this week. Looking forward to trying the new recipes, because like I say, I'm trying to vary it up. And yeah, hopefully it goes down a winner and it'll be a repeat on the menu in the future. So yeah, that's what we're having. I'm going to leave it here. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope it's been useful, seeing what we've bought in, and then the kind of menu that's going to go with the food that I have bought. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.